There is tremendous rumbling in the heart of Europe. Over 1,000 earthquakes in just 1 year. Researchers have now made revolutionary discoveries beneath the Eifel volcanoes in Germany using state-of-the-art technology, completely changing our understanding of this volcanic region, magma, earthquakes, and rising volcanic gases.
What exactly is happening down there? What has just been discovered? And whether we need to be worried? These are the questions we'll answer in this video. So make sure to watch until the end. A warm welcome, everyone.
Volcanoes in Germany, for many this sounds unusual at first, but the Eifel is actually one of the most exciting volcanic regions in Europe. I was near Montreal over New Year's Eve, not far from Lake Laach. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been to Germany and where exactly. And if you want to be kept up to date with volcanic news, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is free, you'll never miss a video again, and you'll be helping me out a lot.
If you subscribe to Weshin, giving this video a thumbs up really helps. 5,000 likes is the magic threshold for the algorithm. Thank you so much, everyone. But now let's head to the Eifel.
What is happening there has surprised even experienced volcanologists. Between September 2022 and August 2023, scientists from the GFZ Helmholtz Center for Geosciences conducted the largest seismological volcano experiment ever carried out in Germany. Over 500 seismic measuring stations were distributed throughout the Eifel region, more than ever before. In addition, a 64-kilometer-long fiber optic cable was installed, allowing researchers to listen to the Earth. Imagine that! A gigantic network of sensors that registers even the smallest tremors. And what they found exceeded all expectations. Within a single year, scientists located more than 1,000 microquakes in the region. By comparison, without this dense measurement network, only about 200 quakes were recorded during the same period. This means that the Eifel region experiences earthquakes 5 times more frequently than previously assumed. Most of these quakes occurred along a narrow vertical zone between Ochtendung and Lake Laach, and Lake Laach is, so to speak, the volcanological star of our story today. Because this is no ordinary lake. It lies in a volcanic crater, and the last eruption of this volcano 13,000 years ago was violent. It was a highly explosive eruption that left behind massive ash and magma deposits. The explosion was so powerful that it is classified as a VEI 6 eruption, the third highest level of volcanic eruption. Just imagine that, an eruption in the middle of what is now Germany that covered the whole of Central Europe with ash. But is the Laach's sea volcano now extinct? Absolutely not. And that's what's so fascinating about it. The volcano is only dormant. It is by no means dead. And the new data shows for the first time exactly where the magma reservoir responsible for the eruption is located. Seismic tomography, a kind of X-ray image of the subsurface, shows a huge anomaly under Lake Laach at a depth of up to 10 kilometers. This is significantly deeper than previously assumed. However, this anomaly does not fall vertically downwards, but diagonally towards the Neuwied Basin. This is where most microquakes accumulate. This is astonishing and sheds completely new light on the structure of the magma system. Until now, it was thought that the old magma reservoir lay directly beneath the lake. But no, it extends diagonally into the subsurface and runs through an area beneath several towns. Professor Thorsten Dahn, who is leading the current experiment, explains it this way. The strong reflections of seismic waves at layer boundaries in the upper and lower crust beneath the Neuwied Basin are also unusual. The strength of the reflections indicates that fluids have accumulated in these layers. Fluids are the key word here. Magmatic fluids are apparently rising repeatedly from the depths beneath the Eifel. At a depth of 15 to 45 kilometers, there is a partially molten mantle area. From there, hot gases and liquids make their way upward. These fluids weaken the Earth's crust, redistribute tectonic stresses, and cause the many microquakes. What is particularly exciting is that some of the earthquake clusters occurred in the peripheral areas of the seismic velocity anomalies. This surprised the researchers as it could indicate elevated temperatures in these areas. It is possible that residual heat from the old magma body is still present there, or that new magmatic fluids are accumulating.
So does that mean that on your next vacation in the Eifel, instead of enjoying delicious local beer and pork knuckle, you'll be facing volcanic eruptions and the apocalypse? Don't panic, folks. The scientists emphasize clearly, individual micro-earthquakes are not an indication of an impending volcanic eruption.
On the contrary, they help us to better understand the processes underground. The Laach sea volcano is a geologically active system in a dormant state. This means that it is not extinct but also not about to erupt. Nevertheless, the situation is exciting because there appears to be magma beneath Lake Laach Sea. The new study confirms the presence of a magma body with a melt fraction directly beneath the volcano. It slopes diagonally from the northwest to the southeast. Fluids are thought to rise from the lower end of this magma body along the Ochtendung fault, causing the earthquakes. And then there is the matter of CO2. Lake Laach is known for its CO2 emissions. Around 5,000 tons per year escape from the ground there. That is a huge amount and shows that the magmatic system is highly active. You can even see this when you drive there. Small gas bubbles, known as moffetts, rise up on the eastern shore of the lake. This is direct evidence of volcanic activity.
Even though there is currently no risk of an outbreak, it will happen again at some point. It's not a question of if, but when.
Incidentally, the Eifel is a perfect example of what are known as distributed volcanic fields. These are volcanic areas in which hundreds of volcanoes are spread over a very large area. Each of these volcanoes is usually only active once. After that, the volcanic activity shifts to another location, and researching this special type of volcanic area is extremely important. A press release from the GFZ Helmholtz Center for Geosciences states, in order to better assess the danger posed by this type of volcanism, it is important to map the magmatic system from the mantle depth to the upper crust and to map reservoirs where magma can accumulate and rise, which could potentially lead to individual eruptions. There are two main fields in the Eifel region, the East Eifel with Lake Laach and the West Eifel with mares such as the Ulmener Mar, which last erupted 11,000 years ago.
Such distributed volcanic fields also exist in other places, for example in Arizona, China, New Zealand, or the French Massif Central. But the Eifel is special because compared to the other regions, it is more densely populated and has been studied so thoroughly.
Nowhere else have scientists established such a dense measurement network. The Large N experiment has made it possible to map the structures beneath the Eifel volcanoes in unprecedented detail. In some cases, the stations were less than 2 kilometers apart. It's like looking into the Earth with a high-powered microscope. The researchers were not only able to map the ancient magma reservoir, but also to trace the paths along which fluids rise today. An incredibly exciting project in my opinion, and the new results are perfectly timed as there has been a cluster of earthquakes in the region in recent weeks. This year alone, 4 stronger quakes with magnitudes between 0.5 and 1.2 have been recorded. They occurred at depths between 11 and 13 kilometers, precisely in the area that is considered the transition zone between the brittle crust and deeper magmatic systems. So what does all this mean? Eifel volcanism is definitely not dead. It is an active but dormant system. The microquakes show that something is constantly moving down there. Fluids rise, tensions build up and down, and perhaps sometime in the distant future the Laach sea volcano will erupt again. But that could take thousands or tens of thousands of years, no one knows for sure. And that is why it is so important to continue monitoring and researching the region. And the Large N experiment was a giant step in the right direction toward a better understanding of this volcanic system.
I will keep you updated on any further developments. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to give a thumbs up so we can hit 5,000 likes.
And now let's move from the Eifel to Italy. A dramatic geological disaster has occurred in the town of Niscemi in Sicily. A massive landslide caused parts of the town to sink by up to 25 meters. The images are truly tragic and impressively demonstrate the forces at work within the Earth. In the video above right, you can learn all about the geological background. Be sure to click on it. As always, you'll find another exciting video about space and science below right. Otherwise, I'd say see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.